Hey there, before we dive into today's video, make sure to subscribe, like, and share if you find this helpful. Your support helps us bring you more valuable content every week. In today's video, we're exploring the power of Stoicism and how focusing on yourself can transform your life. We'll cover 10 powerful lessons inspired by Stoic philosophy that will teach you resilience, self-control, and inner peace. These teachings will help you handle life's challenges with a calm and balanced mindset. So sit back and let's dive into how Stoic wisdom can guide you towards a more fulfilling life. Now, let's get started. Lessons 1. Control what you can, accept what you can't. The Stoic principle of control what you can, accept what you can't is a powerful guide for managing life's challenges. Stoicism teaches that we should focus on things within our control, our thoughts, actions, and reactions, while letting go of things we cannot change, such as other people's behavior, external circumstances, or outcomes of events. Often we get frustrated or anxious over things beyond our control, wasting energy on matters we cannot influence. This only leads to unnecessary stress. By shifting our focus to what we can control, our mindset and responses, we take ownership of our lives and emotions. This practice leads to inner peace, as it prevents us from being swept away by circumstances or external pressures. For example, if you face a setback at work, instead of dwelling on what went wrong or blaming others, focus on how you can improve and move forward. You can't control every outcome, but you can control how you respond to it. Accepting what you can't change also fosters resilience, as you learn to face difficulties with a calm and clear mind. This mindset empowers you to lead a more peaceful, purposeful, and fulfilling life. Lessons 2. Practice gratitude. Practicing gratitude is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy and a powerful way to cultivate contentment and inner peace. Instead of constantly pursuing what we lack or focusing on what's missing in our lives, gratitude encourages us to appreciate what we already have. It shifts our mindset from scarcity to abundance, helping us recognize the value of our present circumstances. When we practice gratitude, we train our minds to focus on the positives, even in challenging situations. This doesn't mean ignoring difficulties, but rather it's about acknowledging the good that exists alongside the struggles. Gratitude grounds us in the present, making us more aware of the simple joys and blessings that are often overlooked, whether it's our health, relationships, opportunities, or even the ability to grow and learn. Gratitude also fosters resilience. By appreciating what we have, we're less likely to be consumed by envy or dissatisfaction and more capable of handling life's ups and downs with a balanced perspective. Over time, this practice transforms how we experience life, helping us find happiness and peace in the moment, rather than perpetually chasing external achievements or material possessions. In doing so, gratitude becomes a powerful tool for cultivating long-term contentment. Lessons 3. Live in accord with nature. Living in accord with nature, a core principle of Stoicism, means embracing life as it unfolds, accepting both the highs and lows without resistance. The Stoics believed that everything in life, including challenges and joys, is part of a greater natural order. By aligning ourselves with this flow, we learn to live harmoniously with the world around us, rather than constantly struggling against it. This approach involves accepting that some things are beyond our control, whether it's the actions of others, the outcome of situations, or the unpredictable turns of life. Instead of reacting with frustration or despair when things don't go as planned, Stoicism teaches us to adapt and find peace within these circumstances. By doing so, we cultivate resilience and inner calm, knowing that life's fluctuations are natural and inevitable. Living in harmony with nature also means recognizing our role as part of the larger world. We are interconnected with others and the environment, and our actions should reflect this understanding. By focusing on what we can control, our thoughts, decisions, and behavior, we live more authentically, making choices that reflect both our personal values and the realities of the world. Ultimately, this Stoic principle encourages us to flow with life rather than resist it, fostering tranquility and acceptance. Lessons 4. Focus on virtue. In Stoicism, living a good life means placing virtue at the center of everything we do. The Stoics believe that true happiness and fulfillment come not from external achievements or material wealth, but from cultivating and practicing virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and self-discipline. These virtues guide our actions, decisions, and interactions with others, helping us lead a life of moral excellence. Wisdom is the ability to make sound judgments and decisions based on reason and understanding. It helps us see things clearly and navigate life's complexities with a rational mindset. Courage involves facing adversity with strength and resilience, even when the situation is difficult or frightening. It empowers us to act in alignment with our values despite fear or discomfort. Justice is about treating others fairly, with respect and compassion, recognizing that we are all part of a larger community. It emphasizes doing what is right, not just for ourselves, but for society as a whole. Self-discipline allows us to control our desires and impulses, focusing on what truly matters, rather than being swayed by momentary pleasures or distractions. By focusing on these virtues, we align ourselves with Stoic ideals and live a life of purpose and integrity, regardless of external circumstances. Virtue becomes the true measure of success. Lessons 5. Memento mori, remember you will die. Memento mori, which translates to remember you will die, is a Stoic reminder of life's impermanence. This reflection on mortality isn't meant to be morbid, but serves as a powerful motivator to live fully and with purpose. By acknowledging that life is finite, we become more aware of the preciousness of each moment. In our day-to-day lives, it's easy to get caught up in trivial matters, distractions, or future worries. Memento mori pulls us back to the present, urging us to focus on what truly matters: our actions, relationships, and the impact we leave behind. The Stoics taught that since death is inevitable, we should not fear it, but rather use the awareness of it to enrich our lives. When we live with the understanding that time is limited, we waste less of it on negativity or unimportant pursuits. This mindset encourages us to live with intention, prioritize meaningful activities, and treat others with kindness and compassion. It also frees us from the fear of failure or judgment, reminding us that our time is better spent pursuing our values and passions. In reflecting on death, we are reminded to live more fully, appreciating every moment as a gift that will not last forever. Lesson 6. Amor fati, love your fate. Amor fati, meaning love your fate, is a Stoic principle that encourages us to embrace everything that happens in life, both the good and the bad, as necessary and meaningful parts of our journey. Rather than resisting or lamenting challenges, the Stoics teach us to view every experience, even the painful or difficult ones, as opportunities for growth and self-improvement. This mindset shifts our perspective from one of victimhood to one of empowerment. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" we learn to accept events as they are and look for ways to learn from them. By loving our fate, we stop wishing for things to be different and start focusing on how we can respond to circumstances with wisdom and resilience. Amor fati is not passive acceptance, but active engagement with life as it unfolds. Whether it's a setback at work, a personal loss, or an unexpected opportunity, embracing everything as part of your path fosters a deep sense of peace and purpose. It transforms adversity into a tool for personal growth and builds inner strength. In loving your fate, you align yourself with the Stoic ideal of living in harmony with the universe, understanding that every experience, good or bad, shapes who you are and how you evolve. Lesson 7. Practice self-discipline. Practicing self-discipline is essential to leading a focused and intentional life, as taught by Stoicism. Self-discipline means controlling your impulses, desires, and emotions, rather than being controlled by them. It allows you to act based on reason and long-term goals, rather than momentary pleasures or distractions. In our modern world, where temptations and distractions are abundant, cultivating self-discipline is more important than ever. Whether it's resisting the urge to procrastinate, making healthy choices, or staying committed to personal goals, self-discipline is the key to staying on track. It helps us break free from habits that might hinder our progress, allowing us to focus on what truly matters. Stoicism teaches that a lack of self-discipline often leads to unnecessary suffering. When we give in to every impulse or desire, we become slaves to them, which can result in regret, dissatisfaction, or chaos in our lives. By mastering self-discipline, we gain control over our actions and choices, creating a sense of order and purpose. Self-discipline also fosters resilience. It helps us stay consistent in our efforts, even when faced with challenges or discomfort. Over time, this discipline builds character, making us stronger, more focused, and better equipped to lead a meaningful, virtuous life. Lessons 8. Don't rely on external validation. The Stoic principle of not relying on external validation teaches us that our self-worth should come from within, not from the opinions or approval of others. In a world where social validation and recognition often seem like measures of success, Stoicism reminds us that true fulfillment comes from living in alignment with our own values and standards, rather than seeking constant approval from those around us. When we depend on external validation, we give others control over our happiness and self-esteem. We become vulnerable to disappointment, insecurity, and the fear of judgment. However, Stoicism encourages us to build inner confidence by focusing on our own integrity, wisdom, and virtue. By living according to what we believe is right, rather than chasing societal approval, we cultivate a deeper sense of self-respect. Stoic thinkers like Epictetus emphasize that we cannot control how others perceive or judge us. What we can control, however, are our actions, thoughts, and responses. When we free ourselves from the need for external validation, we gain the power to live authentically, guided by our personal values. This approach fosters resilience and inner peace. By looking inward for validation, we become less affected by external criticism or praise, allowing us to live with greater confidence and purpose. Lessons 9. Be mindful of your reactions. Being mindful of your reactions is a foundational tenet of Stoicism, encapsulated in the idea that life is composed of 10% what happens to us and 90% how we respond. This principle emphasizes that while we cannot control external events, we do possess the power to shape our responses to them. By cultivating this awareness, we can maintain calmness and composure, even in challenging situations. In daily life, we often encounter stressors, setbacks, and disappointments. Instead of reacting impulsively or emotionally, practicing mindfulness allows us to pause and reflect before responding. This pause creates space to choose a reaction grounded in reason and virtue, rather than one driven by anger, frustration, or fear. For instance, if faced with criticism, instead of defensively responding, we can take a step back, evaluate the feedback, and decide whether it holds merit or can be ignored. Maintaining mindfulness helps build resilience. When we approach adversity with a calm and measured response, we are better equipped to navigate difficulties, learn from them, and grow stronger. Ultimately, by being mindful of our reactions, we empower ourselves to lead more intentional lives, embracing challenges as opportunities for growth and self-improvement. Lessons 10. Seek knowledge and wisdom. Seeking knowledge and wisdom is a fundamental principle of Stoicism that emphasizes the importance of continuous learning and self-reflection in our journey of personal growth. The Stoics believed that wisdom is the highest virtue, guiding us to make sound decisions and navigate the complexities of life. By actively pursuing knowledge, we equip ourselves with the tools necessary to understand the world and our place within it. Continuous learning involves being open to new ideas, experiences, and perspectives. This can take many forms, such as reading books, engaging in discussions, or learning from mentors. It also requires a willingness to challenge our beliefs and assumptions, fostering intellectual curiosity that drives us to expand our understanding. Self-reflection is equally crucial. Regularly assessing our thoughts, actions, and motivations allows us to identify areas for improvement and cultivate greater self-awareness. This practice helps us align our behaviors with our values and principles, leading to moral development. By striving for intellectual and moral improvement, we become better equipped to handle life's challenges with wisdom and composure. Ultimately, the pursuit of knowledge and self-reflection not only enriches our lives, but also enables us to contribute positively to the lives of others, creating a more meaningful existence. Conclusion. In conclusion, Stoicism offers valuable insights into leading a fulfilling and purposeful life. By focusing on virtues, embracing fate, practicing self-discipline and maintaining mindfulness, we empower ourselves to navigate life's challenges with resilience and grace. Seeking knowledge and wisdom through continuous learning fosters personal growth and moral development. By prioritizing our values over external validation, we cultivate inner strength and self-worth. Ultimately, these Stoic principles remind us that while we cannot control external events, we can always choose how to respond. Embracing these teachings allows us to live with intention, find peace amidst chaos, and build a meaningful life.